Hey, what's up everybody? Today we're playing Superstar JYP and Superstar STAYC. Gonna be going over the May 30, 2024 updates, where it feels like for the first time in a long time, we actually don't have too much going on. There's no spring train, there's no colorful festival, not a lot of extra missions to be doing, which is kind of nice to take a break here and there. But with that being said, let's hop into Superstar JYP, starting with the new LE XDinary Hereos Dreaming Girl. Now, XDinary Hereos is a 6-member group, so it's going to be a standard 6-member group banner, where the R grade card selector is going to be your reward for the limited period point reward, and that's really good for, again, just making sure you get all of the members. Let's say you do all the polling, you end up with 5 out of 6 members. The R grade card selector comes in really nicely and gets you that last member. So I really like 6-member groups and above because they have this R grade card selector for the limited period point reward. Other than that, it is going to be just the standard banner, where the packages most people will be pulling for are the R package as well as the A grade card package. Just as a reminder, as long as you start on the first day, the A grade card package is going to be your best way of obtaining all the members for a low amount of diamonds, or at least giving you the best chance, because in those 7 days, as long as you pull every single day, you'll get 7 A grade cards for 1,050 diamonds. Versus the R package, where if you wanted to get at least 7 cards, you'd have to pull 3 times from this, so you'd end up with 9 overall cards, but that's going to cost you 1,770 diamonds. So the A grade card package is going to be more tailored for those who are just looking to collect the set, where the R package is going to be more so for people who want to complete the mission event. So just keep that in mind. Looking at the mission event itself, though, it is going to be a standard mission event for a 6-member group, where clearing the song 5 times is going to get you that A grade card. Now, what I was talking about with the R package is going to be right here, where you have to achieve these scores, and sometimes it's just not doable with only A grade cards. Sometimes you need the extra boost. Let's just say, like, you're still learning the game, you're not able to full super perfect stuff, or even just hit only perfects and above. Getting that R grade card is really good at helping you get these achieve score missions done. Looking at mission 2, for every A grade card and above you get for a different member, for up to the first 3 members, you're going to get a B grade card for the limited set. Now, just keep in mind, these B grade cards really are more so for collection, and they won't actually help you complete the mission event unless you get 2 of the same member and it's a member you don't have an A grade card for, because this is the only way to get the B grade cards, and in order to complete the mission event, you need A grade cards or above for every single member. So just keep that in mind. These B grade cards are mostly for collection, unless, again, it's 2 B grade cards of a member that you don't have an A grade card for by the end of all your pulling. Mission 3, pretty simple, because mission 3 tends to be stuff like obtain cards, level up cards, play songs from the group, like other songs from the group. So mission 3 tends to not be too tough, which is nice. And then mission 4 is the one you get for clearing all the previous missions, and in this case, for clearing them all out, you do get an XDinary Heroes Dreaming Girl wallpaper that does have all of the members. Now, I'm a big fan of wallpapers that have all the members, because sometimes you just don't have enough wallpaper space. The game, both JYP and STAYC, limits you to the number of wallpapers you can equip, so having the members, all of them present on one wallpaper, is really nice in case you want to display multiple groups. Moving on into NMIXX's new limited theme, Break the Wall. So NMIXX is also an OT6 member group, so everything that we talked about with XDinary Heroes applies again here, where the limited period point reward is going to get you that R grade card selector. And then again, these 2 packages here, the R grade card package is going to be more so for people who want to clear out the mission event and get the reward, whereas the A grade card package is going to be more so for collectors who want to just get all of the cards for the least amount of diamonds possible. Looking at the mission event, it is going to be just like the XDinary Heroes one, where clearing the song 5 times gets you an A grade card. And then for the first 3 members that are all different that you get, that are A grade or above, you will get a B grade card. And just like I said with the XDinary Heroes stuff, the B grade card is only good for collecting purposes unless you get 2 B grade cards of the same member and you don't have an A grade card, because cleaning out mission 2 requires that you have A grade cards or above for all of the different members. Mission 3, again, this one's just obtaining cards, so hopefully a very easy one for most people to complete. And then mission 4, once you clean out all of the other missions, you do get an OT6 wallpaper, and I actually really like this wallpaper. Now, before we go on, I'm going to talk about why we pulled on this banner, because there are 2 good reasons why we pulled for the NMIXX new limited theme. First things first, I like the way the cards look, and I kind of want to replace my non-limited NMIXX set with a limited set, so I'm going to make it this. But the reason I pulled from this is to show y'all something very important, is that OT6 member groups and Superstar JYP are a very nice balance of getting all of the members while at the same time not spending a ton of diamonds. So the nice thing about the R package is as long as you get all different members, you basically complete the first 3 missions of mission 2, and each of these is a different role for a card. So what I really like about the OT6 members, let's just say you pull from the R grade package, you get 3 different members, and then you go into the mission event, you collect these B grade cards, and then you get the other 3 members. That means for 590 diamonds, you basically got all of the members, which is really, really good for saving on your diamonds. Now, let's just say you didn't end up with all the members after these 6 cards. Don't forget there is going to be a 7th card in Mission 1. And then even if you need to keep spending diamonds, it's not going to be as difficult for like a 9-member group where you have to collect 9 different cards. You might be able to just pull maybe a few more times on the A grade card package and then you'll be done. You might not even hit the limited period point award. And then just in case it all goes completely out the window and luck is not on your side, you do end up with an R grade card selector. So I really like OT6 membered groups because they are probably the cheapest but most consistent groups that you're able to finish because of the R grade card selector, because you could potentially spend just 590 diamonds and between the R package and the mission event get all 6 of the members right then and there. So I really like OT6 membered groups because they are generally the easiest to complete without spending a ton of diamonds. Moving on into the next thing, there is going to be the XDinary Hereos mission event, Little Things, the winner announcement. So these 10 people won a troubleshooting signed CD. So congratulations to all the 10 people on here. Signed CDs are really nice. They make for like a nice little trophy in your K-pop collection. So I really hope that all of y'all who won really appreciate the signed CD raffle there. Alright, other than that, all this stuff is stuff we talked about last week. We do have another Family Month special mission event, week 3, so just make sure you clean this all out before the end of it because it's free diamonds, it's free resources, and then at the very end you do get a limited theme R grade card. And then lastly, make sure you do the Family Month smile collecting every single day, at least 2 to 3 times a day, because you can do it for free that way. If you want, I would recommend playing the songs, getting as many of the smiles as possible, and then opening this box the maximum amount of times, because again, you can get like diamonds from this, which is really, really good. I've hit like 70, 80 diamonds before, and that's nice because it was free. I didn't really have to do anything more, and I didn't have to pay for anything, which is really, really nice. So that's everything I wanted to go over with Superstar JYP. Let's move on into Superstar STAYC, and we have a non-limited theme in Little Love, which is a YoungLove.com theme. Now, if we go into the banner, this is a little bit different than the limited edition themes, where there actually isn't even a limited period point reward. So kind of a minus on the banner itself right now. And generally, I don't recommend pulling from these because for a non-limited theme, you end up getting the cards over time, whether you like it or not. So you'll get them from like premium pack 30s, even just regular card pack 30s. So I don't recommend spending diamonds on it unless you really want to complete the mission event. But if we look at the mission event, it's just as difficult as any other limited set where you have to clear out the song 5 times to get one of the A grade cards, and then you get a B grade card of the theme for every time you get an A grade card or above. But really, for all of that trouble for a set that you can get just playing the game for free, you end up with a premium pack 30, which is kind of a bad reward because you're able to just buy this straight up from the shop. So if we go to the shop, right? And then we check out the card packs, you can just straight up buy it for 240 diamonds, which is going to cost you a lot less than if you invest the resources into the actual banner itself. So I recommend skipping this banner because you will get the cards over time. If you want the profile set, that's cool. If you want to start stacking up on the prisms, that's cool. But generally, I don't recommend pulling from this. Now, moving on to the next thing, there is the Yes You Do winners announcement. So here are the people that all won the photo card set, the special photo card set. But just as a reminder, shipping is only available to addresses in Korea. So congratulations to everyone who won. I really hope you have an address in Korea because those limited cards, the physical ones, are very, very cool. And just like with Superstar JYP, we do have the Family Month special mission event. Again, clean this out, get these free rewards, get these free diamonds, get the free Prism R grade card. Because again, Prism cards, they're not as easy to come by in comparison to the regular cards, and they do bump up your score by about 10%. So they are pretty important. I forgot to mention this with Superstar JYP, but the Power Up Chance ticket, there's only a few hours left to collect it for the weekend, but just make sure you collect it as much as possible, because if they're going to take away the Power Up Chance weekends, this is as good as it gets. But I really don't like the tickets in comparison to the Power Up Chance weekend. I'm going to keep saying that until hopefully they bring it back. Now, one thing to notice about Superstar STAYC that we did not get with Superstar JYP is that there's an absence of a collection event. There's no Smiles collecting event, and at first I thought about it and it felt pretty bad because we just had the anniversary where you can open the collection box every 6 hours versus every 8 hours, meaning you can open more free boxes. But then it's followed up where a week where there isn't a collection event in this game, but there is in another game, like a different Superstar game. I even checked Superstar Starship and they also have the collection event active. So there's no collection event right now, which kind of makes it seem like the anniversary one, while you could collect more free boxes in a day, it basically compensated for this week. But one thing that I really wanted to talk about, because I was checking my reels and my feeds earlier, STAYC is having their comeback soon. So that might involve another collection event. That does mean new LEs are along the way. That means new songs are along the way. So I hope for the comeback there's going to be a lot of good stuff in game. So I'm kind of just passing this collection event off as we have some great things to come soon. But that's TBD. I'm really hoping to see some updates on that soon. Alright, moving into Superstar JYP one more time for something that I wanted to go over. So one of the other reasons I pulled from the NMIXX new limited theme is not just because I wanted to change my NMIXX from a non-limited to a limited set, but also because I wanted to test something very, very important. So if we go back into the events tab and we click on the level transfer ticket package, I talked about this in a whole separate video, why I think it's really good, but in Superstar JYP specifically, so this doesn't apply to Superstar STAYC, they did allow us to do level transfers across different artists. So we showed it last week when it came to, let's go over here, inventory. Let's head over to Stray Kids. All right, so let's say we wanted to transfer levels. Going here, level transfer. But basically, we can transfer across different artists. So we can transfer from a completely different group. It doesn't even have to be artists from the same group, which is very impactful. Now, one thing I wanted to know about this was, can we do this for the mission events? Because they technically count as a different group. So if we look here, NMIXX event, it's a completely different group than NMIXX themselves. So can we go into the mission event, level transfer, and surely enough we can, and that can be very, very impactful for completing the mission event. Because remember that one of the things for the mission event is you do have to hit a certain score. So this could be really nice for people who don't want to keep buying into the R package. They don't really care about getting the R grade cards because they're going to use their regular sets after the mission event is over in order to level them up to R grade. This is a nice way of kind of cheesing the score, trying to get the score done with less resource investment as long as you have the level transfer tickets. Now keep in mind this is dependent on these level transfer tickets, so if these are still very difficult to obtain, then this really isn't going to matter much. But if they're relatively easy, or if they include them in stuff like mission events or weeklies or the login bonuses, then this is a nice way of getting around needing to pull for more cards to level up your cards in order to complete the achieve score missions in the mission event. So one very important thing to note And I think it's just something that people should be aware of moving forward. But with that being said, that's all the updates for this week. Really not too much going on, thankfully. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to leave a comment down below, and I'd be happy to answer when I have the time. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, until next time, take it easy.